All right, for this slide, I really want to show you guys how to use Symbolab. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Symbolab. I've given out this link. I like this program. Please don't feel like you need to pay for this program. It's just a tool in your toolbox on your journey of mathematics. I will be your paid version. So if you have a question about the steps, tell me. If you use this in your math work, just tell me. Because we live in a crazy time with technology booming. So I'm a big believer in using it, but I'm never a believer in letting it do the thinking for you. So let's go back to this slide. It says simplify, factor. All right. So we're going to type it in there. We're going to type exactly what we see. Let's pull this calculator out. This is helpful if ever you're trying to enter it next, when you're working on a problem and you can't. Let me shrink my face. Okay, so it says, I'm going to start with a parenthesis. That's important. I want to group the whole top, right? I want to group that top. So b squared minus 12b plus 20 close parenthesis. All of that over. So I just hit the backslash underneath the question mark. It created a fraction for me, okay? B minus 7. That box already grouped it. I'm now going to arrow over. I'm going to hit the star key or shift 8. Shift 8. Remember, you have all of these tools up here, so don't be afraid to click around, try it, right? Find out what this stuff does. Explore this technology. Make it your own, okay? And then we said 1 over, so I just typed 1 and again that backslash over. It creates that bottom box, which behaves like a parenthesis for me. It groups it. I put everything in that box and it keeps it together. Cool. Check it. Let's see. Looks pretty good to me. Let's hit go. Notice I didn't say simplify. I didn't say factor. So take a second to see what the answer is spitting out and look at the steps to make sure it's what you want. Because in math, we might ask for this or that, and there's a lot of different ways to solve. There's a lot of different questions we could ask. But yeah, so this is indeed, in simplest form, the solution is b minus 2 over b minus 7. So there it is. Let me go ahead and make this larger and zoom in. You can, again, it said simplify. Cool, that's what we want. Here's our expression. You can check it. Here's our solution. Now, you could, of course, stop there and be like, okay, good, I got it, moving on. I've got English and science and this to get done. But I hope you don't. I hope you take some time to scroll through and at least think about what they're saying. There are, and there might be, questions in between what they show you. If there are, you can ask me. If there aren't, great. Maybe you can figure it out. So the solution steps, here it is. So apply the fraction rule. A over b times c over d, it equals a times c, b times d. Multiply straight across, multiply the top, multiply the bottom, multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. That's it. That's how we multiply fractions. It's quite friendly, actually. Adding and subtracting, not so friendly. Okay. And over here, we have, oh, okay, they just showed you. They just multiplied it. 1, there's the 1, and that's it, okay? All right. Apply the identity property, so we don't need to write the 1. Look, they even explain why we're not writing the 1. Because it's the same thing. 1 times a is just a. So cool. That's all good. Scroll down. Okay, so it's not factored. The bottom is already factored, so I wonder what they're going to do. So they said factor the numerator. Factor b squared minus 12b plus 20. Well, that factors to b minus 2, b minus 10. Notice they didn't tell you how they factored. So that's something we have to talk about and work on. Okay, then we just cancel the common factor because it's in a parenthesis, it's being multiplied. So that whole thing, they match, they're grouped, they cancel, and you're left with b minus 2 over b minus 7. All right, thank you so much for watching. Remember, technology helps us, but don't rely on it to do the thinking. Please don't. You have to do the thinking. Think about it. Think if it makes sense.